Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be talking all things long distance relationship. Yes, you heard that right. If you watched my get to know me tag, you would know that I am currently in a long distance relationship. So basically I'm going to be telling you all my personal experience, how it has been for me, the struggles, things that you need to know, and I'm going to be giving you a few tips and tricks here and there and how to survive long distance relationships. If this is something that you're interested in, keep on watching. Hey guys, so if this is your first time on this channel, it's Mary, and on this channel I share lifestyle, fashion, vlog and beauty content. So feel free to join the family by hitting that subscribe button and also give this video a big like, okay? So I'm gonna just tell you like my experience, my long distance relationship. I'm gonna tell you my experience with long distance relationship, and I'm going to be giving you a few tips and tricks on how I have been surviving my long distance relationship. As you can see, I am engaged. I've been engaged for about 2 years now. We haven't closed the distance yet, so I am still in that process. So girl or guy, you're not alone. I know how frustrating and challenging it can be, but trust me, you can survive long distance relationship. There's a few challenges with mine why we haven't closed that gap yet, but I'm just going to be telling you how we are surviving basically. I came to the UK about 4 years ago. So the first year was the most challenging year of our relationship. The first year of being apart, it was so challenging. And of course it would be challenging because you can imagine this is someone that you've always been with and now you guys are no longer together. So of course the first year is going to be the most difficult because there's going to be communication issues, there's going to be trust issues, which is the biggest. There's going to be you're always going to find yourself getting worried about not seeing this person, what they are doing and stuff like that. And so when I first came here, the first year was so difficult for me, for both of us. I think I would say one thing that has helped us so much, or one thing that we discovered that helped us so much: video calls. As small as that can sound, video calls is a lifesaver, trust me, because you're practically seeing this person. Thank God for technology, because imagine if there was no video call. I don't actually feel like I haven't seen him, because we're on video call for 3-4 times a day. It'll be 1 hour on one call. The only thing I would say that is a bit different is seeing the person physically. Apart from that, video calls are great because you get to see the person. If the person is angry, sad, you can tell. So video calls, as small as that can sound, that is a game changer, trust me. So I know a lot of people have said, oh my god, how do you do it, people are going to talk, people are going to want to know what you're doing and how you're doing it. So I do believe that the end will be worth it. Even if I haven't got to the end yet, I do believe that the end would be worth it. We are working actively to close the distance, but there's advantages and there's also disadvantages, because you would keep having it in your head that you're not seeing this person, you don't know what the person is doing. But that's where trust comes to play, because if you do not trust your partner, I don't see how y'all will be able to manage yourselves when you're apart, when you're not together. I don't see how that's possible. So trust is a very big thing as well. I know how that feels because I've been there. Sometimes it comes to your head okay, what's this person doing? But you always have to keep reminding yourself. But that's what I do. I always remind myself that what, let me not just worry about that. Let me take my mind off that and just focus on what we have, focus on the moment, and just leave out, block the noise, block the thoughts of what's happening or what could be happening with the other person. So trust is another big thing to have, in a trust is a big thing in a relationship, and it is even bigger in a long distance relationship because you and this person are not together. So if you do not trust this person, I don't think the relationship would work. So I'm just gonna go into the tips that I have. I've got my notepad here, so I'm going to be going through each of them. So the first one is communication. I think I've already spoken a bit on this. Communication means communication, like talking to your partner, making sure you talk at least once a day, just to know what's happening with the other person, check up on the other person, see what's going on. And communication is not just like talking to the person, is also making sure that you're communicating your feelings to the person, like how you're feeling about something, if there's something bothering you in the relationship, and how you're feeling about that, what you want them to change, things you're not comfortable with. So just basically talking to your partner, but also talking to them about the things going on in the relationship that you don't like, or the things that you like. Just basically speaking to them like you would speak to them if they were there with you. So communication is the biggest, because trust me, if you're not communicating, how are you dating? Like, how are you guys dating if you're not talking? Like, there's no way you would be in a relationship with a person and both of you are not communicating, because how does that work? In a long distance relationship, communication is the pillar that holds both of you together, because you need to know what's happening with this person. You need to keep up the relationship, you need to keep up the fire. So if you're not talking, it's gonna die, like it's gonna quench. Like, you may not know, you may not realize it, but you will start to realize that if you guys not talk like in about a week, the more you don't talk, the more you're able to live without that person, the more you're going to forget that person. So if you don't want that to happen, you guys need to communicate. There's no way anybody is going to be busy for you or too busy to not talk to you in a day. Even if it's just once, they would find that time to talk to you. So don't listen to anybody telling you, oh, I've been too busy. I know sometimes you can get really busy, but at least once a day is not too much to ask, really. So yes, communication is one thing that I and my partner have. Like, that's our strongest, that's our strongest feature, in our relationship. We talk like almost every time. I know what he's doing at a particular time. He knows what I'm doing at a particular time. We basically know each other's schedule, and we know what we have to do for the day. So it really helps. Like I said, video calls is one thing that I and my partner do almost every time. When I first came here, it was mostly voice calls, until I realized that, wait, this video call, I could actually see this person. And so that was when we started doing video calls. And ever since then, it doesn't feel like we haven't seen each other, because we're basically on video calls 2/7, like almost the whole day. Not almost the whole day, I'm exaggerating, but you get what I'm saying, like 2-3 times a day. We video call ourselves, and we talk for quite a long time as well. Okay, so number 2 is have a future plan or goal. Now, this is very important because it helps you take your mind off the fact that y'all are not together, and it gives you something to look forward to. So once you have a future plan with your partner, you're going to find that you would spend most of your time looking forward to achieving that plan. It could be like when you guys want to see, it could be like a plan to close the distance. So imagine if you've got a plan, you'd basically be looking forward to achieving that goal. So you when you set a goal, you're basically going to be working to achieve it. So you wouldn't have much time to worry about the fact that you're not together. So having a future plan or goal really helps. Okay, number 3, this is a very important one as well. Block the noise. Block the noise means block the noise. It means because of course being in a long distance relationship is not easy at all. So definitely there's gonna be friends or family trying to just understand what the situation is. They're not really in your shoes, so they probably wouldn't get it, but there's going to be a lot of talks in your ears about, are you sure this is what you want? Can you wait for this amount of time? Are you happy in the relationship? If you really want the relationship to work, you need to focus on the relationship and block the noise, block the distractions, because there's also going to be distractions, and you need to also block them as well. Distractions can come in any form. Okay, come in any form. The noise can come in any form as well. But if you know what you and your partner have, then it's best to just block the noise, because you know what you're trying to achieve with this person. And for you to actually block the noise, you must really trust this person. You must really know this person. So if you don't know the person enough to trust them, and you're not really sure where the relationship is going, blocking the noise would not be for you. But if you really trust this person, if you really know this person, and you both have a plan, that's why I said the first one is communicating, the second one is having a plan and a goal. If this person is on the same page as you and you're actually working towards that plan and goal, then yes, you can then block the noise. Yeah. Okay, and the fourth point would be give them space. I know I've talked about like communicating with them, during the day, but it's also important that you're not overdoing it, because once you are so much in a person's space, they literally become tired of you. It's just like you become a pest to the person. Like, of course you want to talk to your partner and you want to know what they're doing. You can give them a call, but overdoing it is just actually going to make the person actually tired of the situation and tired of you. You want to make sure that they are able to live in their moment. You want to make sure that they're able to still do other things, regardless of the fact that you're not together. So imagine if your partner is at work and you're calling them 24/7, like throughout the day, constantly ringing their phone. Yeah, he's gonna get tired. So as much as you want to talk to this person, it is also important to know that they have a life that they're living, they have things to do, and so giving them space, for a bit in the day would also actually help. What do they say about distance making the heart grow fonder? In my own relationship, like I said, I'm a partner. We talk about, let's say, 3 to 4 times a day, depending on what he's doing. So if he's not doing anything on the day, we could talk more than that. If he is let's say busy for that day, it could be around 2-3 times. So we talk in the morning, we talk midday, we talk at night, and then we talk before going to bed. So that's like 4 times a day. But imagine a case where you're talking to this person like 2 or 3 times in the morning, 3 times in the afternoon. They would actually get tired. So as much as you want to know what's happening with this person, you want to talk to them, you miss them, make sure you're not overdoing it. Okay? Yeah. The fifth one would be reassuring and reevaluating the relationship. When it comes to reassurance is a very big thing in a relationship. I'm very big on words of affirmation. I'm very big on reassurance. Like, I want to hear you say that you're still actively involved in the relationship. I wouldn't request for you to say it. My partner would always know when I want to be reassured. He would always know when I want to be reassured. So he'll just say it, before I even get to say anything. So I'm very big on reassurance, and him as well. Sometimes there are times when he needs to be reassured, and I know that, right, this would be a good time to actually reassure this person. I would also do that. Re-evaluating the relationship also, it's just basically sitting down together, like having a discussion about the relationships, saying things you don't like, things you like, things you want this person to do, things you don't want them to do, how you want to progress in the relationship, like reevaluating your plans and your goals as well. If they haven't worked the first time, re-strategizing, just basically auditing your relationship, basically. That's what I'm calling it. It's like an audit. It's just basically reviewing the whole relationship, see how it's going, see where it's going, see if there's still a future plan. That also really helps. A couple of times when our partner has spoken about, okay, so this first plan did not work, what else are we going to do? Trying to figure out ways to actually close the distance. When it comes to business ideas, we sit down together, we talk about things that we could do in the future, things that we would want to do, businesses that we would want to go into, basically planning ahead of time. And then the next one is trust. I know I've spoken about this a bit. I cannot overemphasize how much trust can help your long distance relationship, because if you do not trust your partner, what you're going to find yourself doing is fighting with them every single time, because there's always going to be something that you're not happy with, which is not good for your relationship. You're not there with them. If they wanted to do anything, they would still do it regardless. So you need to just take your mind off that and just focus on what you have with this person. If you've just started your long distance journey, if you're constantly fighting and not trusting one another, that would not help the relationship at all. And coming back from that can be really, really challenging as well. Not everybody can come back from a whole lot of fights. If you feel like your partner is not being loyal, you can speak to them about it, see what they say, see how they react to it, and then you would know what to do. Really, that's your personal decision. I wouldn't tell you what to do, but you cannot really allow your trust issues affect your relationship. Well, do video calls / virtual dates. When it comes, like, speaking of virtual dates, I've not really tried virtual dates, to be honest, but I've seen people who have tried virtual dates, and that's something I would actually want to try as well. So yeah, you should also try virtual dates. Well, it wasn't really a date, but we've had like a few times on video calls where we've sat down together, we've eaten together, we've talked about a movie together, but I wouldn't really call it a date. If a date is like actually dressing up, going out to maybe a restaurant, and then your partner is doing the same where they are, yeah, I'm guessing that's the definition of dates. But if it's like at home, sitting up, eating at the same time, and watching a movie at the same time, yeah, that's something that I and my partner have also done. Another point I just remembered is surprising your partner. You could throw a surprise visit for your partner where they are. I've done that once. So on my partner's birthday, I think that was 2 years ago, I organized like a surprise birthday for him. There's this package that they do in Nigeria. You can get a cake, like someone who blows the trumpet, like balloons, gifts, and all of that. So I organized that for him. He never saw it coming. It was so nice. Like, I was so happy to see that he really liked it. It was really nice. And then he came with this really cute frame. He still has it in his house, like in the living room, hung there, like a picture of both of us when we were together in Nigeria. Whenever he calls me, he just showed me the frame and look at us, and it is so cute. You could throw a surprise for your partner as well. That just, brings some spark as well to the relationship. And you could also think of other ideas and things to spice up your relationship. Overall, I would say long distance relationships is not really easy, but the end would definitely be worth it. So if you're currently in a long distance relationship, just hang in there and you will be fine. I would let you know how mine is going. Once we're able to close the distance, I would also come back here with my partner to talk about that. So we're in this together, girl. Okay, we're in this together, so do not give up. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. I hope we get to close the distance one day. If you're also in a long distance relationship, feel free to share your experiences. And like I said, if you have any questions, just drop them in the comment section and I will be there to answer your questions. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more contents like this. Also turn on your post notifications so that you get notified when I post a new video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.